I'ma go around the town, up in my way, up in my shit. Niggas be making a sound. Niggas don't wish where I'm from. Ride till we making it out. Ay. Ride till we making it out. Ay. Look, go around the town, up in my way, up in my shit. Niggas be making a sound. Niggas don't wish
Drinking fucking.
That was me.
Hot Cheetos.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
I was eating chips, man.
Hey, I thought you were gonna say drink rock stars. Hey, bro, chill out.
Yeah, bro. I
sold
them shits.
Bro, I Brooklyn.
Hey, so I was eating them.
I was
slinging the chips,
drinking
bro.
there.
Ask about
Minute
me.
from the
Niggas at the
bag.
That shit's wild.
Right,
That's
right.
disgusting, bro.
That's just gross.
That is disgusting. Who the fuck was doing that?
Hey, that's a cash grab though. You know,
You already started letting, so I was hoping you were.
Nah, definitely, bro. I used to have to
For a
like
dollar?
save people bags. They're like, bro, save me the munchies.
Hey,
First
yo,
period, bro.
you still got those hot
Yeah,
Cheetos? You still got
nah,
hot Cheetos? Bro?
trust.
Save me them.
It'd
Save
be
me
like
them.
the extra flaming ones too.
pick 'em up
not
at
even
third
the regular
period.
ones.
Extra.
I had the whole flaming pack.
The
No,
fucking
the
black
baked
bag
ones,
and
my
shit.
boy.
Fuck that.
Black
When it
bag.
became baked hot Cheetos.
Yeah, now they had the
shit
baked
smacked.
joints, dude. They had the bakes with the nacho
Those are
cheese.
those are
I
for
was on
the
those
those are
at
for
one.
the
Nacho
future
cheese.
Yeah,
vegans.
ain't gonna front yet, nah.
Bro,
Yeah, nah,
trust,
those are-
bro.
yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. I'll get that like a cookie. Then like a slushy, bro.
It's over.
That's a crazy
Yeah,
combo.
that's-
the hush puppies.
I'm telling you,
That's
bro. That was
a
like the most
crazy
top tier
combo.
lunch, bro.
I forgot about the
Hey,
was
so
looking
was
at-
milk in the
No, I'm
salad.
saying,
you
like,
know?
Milk in the
Remember the Lexus
You were just
hot
watching
Cheetos?
people
Or no,
like-
you didn't go.
He was just watching you eat, you know, with the regular
Yeah.
chicken sandwich.
They're all
Mad
oily.
as shit at me.
That's how you know we cutting weight and shit because we talking about food.
It's over.
What's up, everybody? This is Hoser. This is the first episode, the second season.
It's your boy Juma.
And Frankie.
You
And we got Steven.
Yes,
Steven
sir.
and
some
Simone.
styled guests.
You guys want to introduce
Some
yourselves?
teammates here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Howdy. We got
David.
And Diego.
Legit.
Straight
just-
out
Yes,
of Butterfly
sir.
Martial
Fucking
Arts.
the four horsemen. They call us out like that. Fighters rep.
So I was about to ask, yeah.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
Yes, sir.
That's hard.
I think it was sick that they got all four of us on the card too. Because
That was
usually we be
fire.
fighting separately.
Right.
But,
Okay.
like, we always kick it too, so that shit was sick as fuck.
Yeah.
They got all
Yeah,
four of
that
us
was
on the
Yeah,
fucking
card.
mad clutch.
First off, congratulations to Steven.
Thank you, my boy.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
David.
Real.
Thank
You
you.
guys got
Did a
that
good
dub.
job.
hell yeah.
Even the boy got fucking a dub too right here.
That
fucking
knockout.
The knockout. First,
Okay.
I went, and then Hattie, David, and then Diego.
So basically,
Okay.
sitting in order as
Yeah.
well.
In order.
Yeah.
Yeah, legit. How was he even like preparing for the fight? This is just for like a just past event. This was.
It was for
Yeah.
on Saturday, September 3rd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so literally
last Saturday.
just passed.
Just
this
passed.
past
Okay,
weekend.
okay.
We all had like our own different preparations for the fight camp, and we all have our different styles and shit too, which is
Yeah.
fucking dope because we all get to practice like different types of forms.
Yeah.
But fucking each fight camp was different. Like mine was basically focused on gaining weight and eating.
Okay.
Because I can't fucking gain weight.
All right.
And then his was like way
Losing
different.
weight. I had to
Losing
lose
weight
like
for you.
25 pounds.
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
damn.
shit was
What
crazy.
did you have to weigh in at?
I was I started at 164 and I had to weigh in at 140.
Damn.
Yeah.
Real
that
quick,
shit
can you
was-
guys say your guys' weight class?
So
Yeah,
I fought
of
at
course.
135.
I fought at 140.
God, fuck.
This fight was at 127.
Yeah, I maintain at 135 for my fights.
35. Legit.
And I walk around at 150.
Okay.
God damn.
Yeah, these
Yeah,
guys
you
did
guys
the
are
most
losing a
cutting
lot of
weight.
weight.
I was the only one that
Yeah.
just had me and David were the only ones.
I was
that,
like, they look decent
we
right now,
gotta
but
eat.
man, they look like
Yeah,
Skeletors
the-
during,
oh,
during,
yeah.
during weight
The day
cut
of,
system.
bad.
the day of weigh-ins, I had 6 pounds to cut. So I cut all the way down to 133, so I was underweight.
Right.
So I ate a banana, I hydrated a little bit, and I was like, between now and 1 o'clock, my body will eat itself, so I'll be at 134, 135.
I really
so I ate
tripped
a little
out.
bit more.
That shit was crazy.
And I made it right on the bracket. If I was right on the 134, that wouldn't have fought.
Okay.
Oh, shit. So you have to weigh in right on
Yeah,
the
they
dot?
give you 1 pound allowance either over or under.
Right.
Okay.
And then I had just made it. I was like, fuck, I should have eaten, you know?
I could have got an extra sandwich or something.
Yeah,
Nah,
man.
I was
definitely.
tripping that you weighed underneath me because usually like he's heavier than me, but he fucking weighed underneath. I was like, what the
I
fuck?
told you, I'll make weight.
That shit
bro.
tripped me out. I was like,
I'll
all
make
right,
weight.
Okay.
put on work.
And the heat, that heat.
Oh yeah, the
Oh, it
heat.
was
Fuck the
hot.
I
heat.
jumped
Yeah.
for 10 minutes, and then I just ran for 1 mile, in Compton Plaza, and then I turned on my hot shower, and I just laid on the floor in my shower just for like
Right.
15 minutes just there,
Okay.
and then I cooled myself down. I scraped myself off. I shaved my legs to make weight. I shaved my legs,
Hell
'cause
yeah.
just to make weight.
But you probably didn't even need to
all
because
that
even
shit
at
matters.
the weigh-ins,
I
you were
didn't
still like hot.
Yeah, I shaved my legs
That's
to make weight. I was about to
crazy,
say
Hey,
fight
bro,
to be honest,
shit.
in my head.
You did everything but fucking donate
we heard
blood at
about
that
this,
point.
too.
Yeah, you guys didn't know this, huh?
No.
Yeah, I shaved my legs to make weight. Yeah, that was before I
Like, how high-d you
put on
go?
all, huh?
I said,
that
how
was
hard you
before
go?
I put all that like that sweat on everything. I was like, I don't want to do it again. Fuck that.
Hey, so cutting 24 pounds, Hattie, how the fuck did you do that?
Oh my goodness. So I started off just dieting, and then the day before the weigh-ins, I was like 7. So I weighed 147 the day before, and that whole day it was like I did like 3 different water cuts that night at the gym. It was that. So the first one it went by like I dropped 4 pounds like nothing. It was easy. And then the second time it was like 2-3 pounds. And then the last time I thought I was gonna weigh in under. And then I only lost like half a pound. It like progressively got harder. It was crazy, but thank God we got it done. I got to drink. I weighed in 152 the day of the fight, so I gained like almost 11 pounds just that night. Yeah,
Damn.
that was crazy.
I think like for most of the fighters, the fight's and cutting the weight instead of the actual fight itself.
Yeah, I would imagine, bro, because it's hard as fuck, like having to train and then, fuck all that, and then having to worry about cutting weight and.
It's even like, it ain't even cutting it, it's like maintaining it. Because sometimes they have us do, like, in the second day, they have us reweigh again. Because, like, there's a certain amount of weight that we can hold.
Right.
Then we can gain.
That's what I was about to ask. Like,
Or regain, yeah.
Is there ever, like, weight jumps, like, big-ass weight jumps, like, the next day?
Thank
like,
God, like, that fight, like, they didn't really trip about it, so we were good.
Yeah.
At least in our level, like the amateur level, they kind of like watch that stuff more because it's more like safety for like our brains, hydration, all that stuff. When it gets like the more pro levels, it's like if you could do it, like go for it, you know. But at our level, it's kind of like the re-weigh-ins are kind of just safety.
It's all about safety.
Parameters and stuff like that. Yeah.
I don't want no people passing out and then dying and then like
I imagine that's like part of like probably one of the more dangerous parts as well. Besides obviously getting in the ring. But.
I mean, getting knocked out is tough, but getting knocked out with a dehydrated brain is like.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
That's like how you get CT quick, you know.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
At the end of the day, like this shit's what makes our money.
Yeah,
so we gotta protect ourselves.
100%.
How is it balancing? You know, like all the dieting and then also preparing for your opponent. As far as even, do you guys always approach with the same fight style while trying to balance, you know, the diet side of it, or how is it just for like? I know there's 4 of you, but how is it? Because I know like each opponent's probably different. For
that
you
bad because I wasn't cutting weight, but like I don't know how it was for Diego and
For my opinion, I think Diego's style was probably the hardest for him to prepare for because his guy was like taekwondo karate kind of guy, like spins, stuff like that.
Just very flashy, a lot of angles, you know, so it's a lot of stuff to look at.
Okay.
Yeah. And then like the style of like Steve's guy, he was a brawler. He just comes in and tries to bang. My guy was a distance kind of fighter, come couple punches back up. And then David's was like a high intensity pressure, but really technical pressure fighter too.
Boxer. He was a heavy boxer. He comes out of like a boxing gym, so.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And that's
that's
the beautiful thing about us. For like we each have our own styles too. So like I have my kicks, which is something I was able to work with Diego. Fucking Hattie has the stay in there, brawl with you and shit, which we work with him.
Yeah.
And then David has his own style, which is like no one's used to that shit because no one. It's different. It's a style.
Right.
And fucking just us, you know, sparring with each other and shit like that. Like we're ready for anything.
Yeah.
But to answer the question, if you're saying like I feel like the way like we set up for like the weight cuts and like kind of like separating it between like preparing for our opponent, it is obviously different between each one of us. But obviously, if you're people who have to focus on a lot of weight cutting, that will kind of divvy up like 50-50. Like okay, 50 for this, 50 for my opponent. When it comes around to more like people like me and Steve. I mean, I stay pretty healthy year round, so like I'm not really worrying about dieting, but it's just kind of like tightening everything up. Like, okay, now it's not cheeseburgers anymore. Like now it's more like chicken and rice, just tightening it up a little bit more.
Right,
you know?
yeah.
And Stevie's pretty healthy as well too, but obviously we all enjoy our fun time. We like to drink, our beers, the food, you know, whatever. But for us, with a little bit less of a cut, it's more just like okay, tighten it up. Focus more on our technical things and stuff like that.
How long did you guys have to train?
We started getting ready like about I want to say 6 months into it. Probably like because right after he had a fight for Fighters Rep.
Yeah.
And right after he fought,
it's like Fighters Rep who always throws most of you guys events that you guys fight for.
It's one of the promotions that we like to fight for.
Okay.
It's really organized.
It's that and
I would say it's probably the one that we're probably gonna fight for.
Stay for a while.
Yeah, it's probably the best out here for a kickboxing promotion, and they just do
100%.
really well with their promotion.
Yeah.
Like
It's
from
so top notch
lights
that
to-
Silva's kid fights in it too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and both Anderson Silva's
kids.
He was there
and
too.
the
Yeah, I
teams
saw
out
you
of there.
posted a picture with Anderson Silva. That shit was dope.
Yeah, I mean the
that
teams
was
out there. So
sick.
yeah, shout out to Anderson Silva Shout out to like Bass Rootin', you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Oh shit, that's dope.
Yeah, like there's like a bunch of big names on there. Once again, like another one, The Yard. Not a lot of people. Yeah, not a lot of people even notice it too. But like The Yard, that's Joe Schilling. He's like a Bellator. Like there's a bunch of big name coaches out of there. So there's a lot of eyes on that promotion for it being
100%.
considered a smaller promotion for now.
Right.
For now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, right after he fought, he got all of us wanting to fight too. So right after, during his fight, we all signed up for that shit. Like, yo, what the fuck, let's get on the card.
So you guys could sign up for the card? Like,
Yeah.
That's how, okay.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was basically wondering. You know, like the access, like what?
Okay. Even the promoters even telling us, yo, we want you. Like they told Hattie, he's like, Hattie, when are you gonna come back to fight for us?
Legit.
Even at his weigh-in, the promoters like, hey, when are you gonna sign up again? We're like,
Okay.
all right. So then, right then and there, like, was what got us to sign up. So
Yeah, 100%.
he got us hungry for that shit. So that's why we were on the card.
That's dope.
So naturally, you guys get like 6 months to prepare for before each fight, or
It all depends
is
on
that like
you.
always?
Yeah,
Okay.
like
And
me,
the coaches,
obviously,
too.
like they said, they had 6 months because like I was getting ready for my fight. I rolled
Okay.
into mine, and they were already like, okay, well, if he's in camp, like we'll start getting ready, helping out with him, getting their stuff technically sound, and then obviously they had a longer camp because they kind of like got the update for it. And then me, I was already prepared for that fight, so I just got right out of that camp and then was like right into the next one.
Okay.
Helping these guys out as well too, because that's the cool thing about being in camp with your friends is that now it's not only like, hey, you guys got to all get me ready for a fight, or like, hey, we all got to get this guy ready for a fight, or like, let's all. It's now it's just like, hey, like,
It's all good.
it's
We're
all
all
four
in the
of us
fight mode,
grinding for the same thing. Like, okay, what do you need help with? Switching up stances for each other. Like I was in lefty a bunch because I'm super comfortable in my southpaw stance. So for everybody that I sparred with, for these guys, I was like, yo, I'm just gonna give you left looks. And that's what's cool. Everybody worked with everybody. He gave me help. A lot of spinning things. We helped him out. Diego helped him out with a lot of weird kicks. I mean, it's just because he needed it, and he's got the taekwondo background. So everybody was helping each other, and it was cool.
That's sick. That's sick.
Yes, sir.
As far as the mental side, I'd say fighting is a lot about, you guys say like it's scary getting knocked out or just knowing that's like a part of it.
Yeah.
How is it preparing for that side? Because I know you guys possibly do stuff outside for recreation, but just besides the in the ring stuff, what do you guys do to stay mentally prepared or just
One of the
even
pros
active?
told me, his name's David Duran. He always told me, yo, you're gonna get hit. Like why? I was like, why are you back? You're in a fight. You're gonna get hit. So you gotta throw or get hit.
Yeah.
So that always stuck in my mind for me. So I don't know about these guys. Like
For me, I mean, sparring wise, you just spar. We spar like twice a week. I mean, we kind of sometimes the sparring nights we go at it. Like we leave with our faces like bruised up, bloody
Okay,
noses.
so like practice is kind of no holds bar. Sometimes
Yeah,
that's what it
sometimes-
takes.
this
It
is
takes like
practice
being
how
at
it
the
looks
level.
sometimes.
I was about to ask, is that practice or from the
This is how
fight?
practice looks sometimes.
That-
But this is how
Okay.
I fight.
Okay.
This is what we leave with practice.
Yeah.
We leave looking like this.
All right.
Like sparring nights, we got like the UFC vet. We have Cisco Rivera and then David Duran that they were mentioning. He was Bellator fighter, so they'll be in there sparring with us, and we'll have like looks with like, and we'll spar people that are like beginners to professional veterans. So we'll get a
Okay.
taste of everything. So it's
It's
pretty.
the range of people around
Yeah.
you as
Yeah.
well.
100%.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And like, is that because of access of where you guys fight? That's because of the place you guys go to. That has like experienced type of fighters around you.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Legit.
At BP, yeah, because we used to be all in, and Cisco's been with us since day one. He's all in veteran too. And so when we switched over to BP, they just stuck around. Like the OGs, we used to be going there since day one, so they just always come by. And we got other people from other gyms, like sister gyms, that we'll go to them or they'll come and train with us. So it's pretty
What are
sick.
some of the sister gyms?
We got
Fair Academy.
Academy. That's like the mother gym for us. We have our grandmaster from there, and we got like NHC in Los Alamitos. They'll come and train with us too. We got a couple other gyms here and there that are distant kind of gyms too.
Yeah.
So we can get used
And
to
then-
like the same bodies and stuff.
Right,
Always getting
right.
different types of styles.
That's dope, actually. Yeah, that's actually pretty fire. 'Cause I was gonna ask, I was like, how is that when? Because you guys say you guys all like train with each other, but I'd imagine you guys could only do so much like in a rotation, like
Yeah.
training, especially for 6 fucking months. Like that's a long fucking time to get.
Too, like, we get
Yeah.
used
You
to
know?
those people and like damn, like I kind of feel like a little of a gym warrior.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
what's good about having like the sister gyms and stuff. So you just don't get too comfortable. Once you get too comfortable, that's when
Keeps you humble too.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
also,
for sure.
shouts out to the Juice Podcast 714. We, you know, crazy to say, but like our gym does have like a lot of juice. You know, like having the names like Cisco Rivera, Steve Ramirez. You know, and like you know, they said David Duran, all those people that are out of there and stuff like that. They do pull in other vets too. Like randomly, we'll have people like a while back ago. We had Mike Hamill, who's a Bellator fighter now, over at the gym. Like you know, like there's just Blake. You know, as well as we had.
We have Bobby Green. He used to come every other UFC fighter. He used to be for
we're lucky to have those vets in there that also do help pull in a lot of, like we said, other bodies as well as high class bodies as well too. So it helps us out quite a bit.
If I could ask individually about like forming you guys' style, was it possibly from some of your favorite fighters? Was it just somebody telling you, look, I think you're really good at this? Or like, what made you even want to choose your style? And then if you could explain it, because at times I come from just a neutral, watching from afar. I can't even differentiate.
No, of course.
I can't even differentiate what style is even what. So how was it even for each of you individually, possibly choosing your style, and then how you even chose to even have it?
I think my style is more like mixed between Taekwondo and Muay Thai, because I started out doing Taekwondo, but then after doing Taekwondo, I did Muay Thai, and then Muay Thai was my bread and butter at one point, but.
Muay Thai specializes in
it's
kicks,
what? Elbows, kicks,
knees,
and elbows,
clinches.
But like I like to mix both of them up, so I don't think anyone has my style. But like I kind of figured out my own, so I have like a little bit of both as Muay Thai and Taekwondo.
Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely got the traditional Muay Thai with like the flashy kicks of Taekwondo, the spinnings and stuff like that.
Yeah, bro, we seen that front kick.
So it could be flared. You could have styles flared.
Kick bro's chest and that.
I was trying to go for his jaw, but I guess I got his throat. But that's it.
That was clean. I was like, damn.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I kind of, because I started in MMA. I'm an MMA fighter that's trying to get his striking up with the kickboxing. So I basically started. I'm a wrestler, grappler. So I mean, I would say someone who I would look up to back in the day, like before he retired, was Khabib in the MMA style sense. But then I just didn't want to be just known for like that kind of stuff. So I wanted to pick my striking game up. So like the past 3-4 years, I've just been staking strictly striking kind of stuff, and then sparring. I'd say because of the wrestling and the Muay Thai, I started getting like a hybrid style of brawler, but also like I'll just stand in your face kind of thing. I'll stand in your face, kick, punch. Like I might not throw too many combinations, but it'll be like a 2-punch to a kick. But the 2 punches, you'll feel it for sure.
The one thing that I could say is Hattie's in your face for sure.
Yeah,
all the time. That's where he wants to be.
And even if I get hit, it's not like I'm gonna like back down. You can hit me, and that's gonna push me for even more. Then I'm gonna be like, all right, you hit me, it's my turn. I'm gonna get you back now, kind of thing. But yeah,
that's fire.
Yes, sir.
That's fire.
Me, I'm just a goofy fucking weirdo type of guy. So like that's my style. Like I just do like a lot of shit that probably like isn't really orthodox, or like shit that you probably shouldn't be doing, but I use it for like
shit.
I'll like hammer fist the leg, and like it'll get them like so just like a lot of like unorthodox weird stuff. But I guess I use that as like baits. I use that to draw in my opponents and stuff like that. They're like, okay, what the hell is this guy doing? And then it's like, oh, that's what it was. I just got kicked in the face or something. So it's a lot of like switching my stance. Hard. Yeah, I feel comfortable and
very sneaky.
Yeah,
very sneaky.
Yeah, he like David likes to throw that kick behind that Superman punch.
It's fucking weird because we all see it coming. We fucking stuck gets us.
Yeah, you cover that.
A lot of bait moves. You don't mind bait.
Yeah, exactly.
You see that shit coming, but he fucking stuck get it. Like,
and that's how he got that knockout. Actually, he went boom, boom.
It's that
Snowboy kind of shit. Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, that's David.
When did you know you were gonna set him up for that?
Before the fight, like literally, like okay,
it showed in the tape.
Like in the back, like we do have like obviously warm ups that we do, each of us, and obviously each coaches that are warming us up know individually like what we need to do. There's obviously like bases, like keep your hands up, let's get your legs warmed up, let's get your shoulders warmed up, let's get your hands flying, let's get your combinations together. But then there's also like, well, Steve has this combination that he likes to use, or he has these kicks or this style, Hattie has that style, as we were just talking about already. So then also leading up to warm-ups, they individually kind of add those in. And for me, one of my warm-ups was literally that exact combination. It was just body, lead hook, cut the angle, and then set up for the head kick. Yep. And we literally drilled that in the back, I'd probably say like 20, 30 times. And it's quick. Like those 20, 30 times go by in like 15, 20 seconds, but that is just repetition for that, and yeah, it was cool. I mean, it was just like setting it up and putting the work in like we all did, and then it all showed.
Yeah. And then you, Diego, as well.
Me,
For your style,
you know what? My style came from my knee injury. Actually, I used to do it. I started off in MMA, and so I made it up to blue belt jiu-jitsu. So I felt really comfortable on my back. So if they took me down, I felt really comfortable on my back. So it was more of a fear of me getting down with somebody. So even when I transitioned from my first MMA gym to All In, I really appreciated that I was there with Duran, with Cisco, with Master Cha at the time, and I was like, wow, these are big names. Like, I really want to strike this next fight. So I did, and I went back to my roots. I took him down, and then I felt comfortable, whatever. I did my thing, and then I had surgery prior to all of that in my teenage years.
Damn.
So when I came back in January of last year, that's when I got my MCL almost busted.
Damn.
Shit.
And then I was like, shit, I had to take some therapy. I got myself a dog just to keep me walking in the morning when I would get home from work. And then when I would start sparring again, I realized I can't stand on it anymore. So when I would kick my leg, I would just use it for switch kick. Boom. And I would just stand southpaw for a little bit.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You just look like you figured it all out.
I was always afraid of getting kicked there, That makes sense, huh? Yeah.
How you always pull it back like that.
So at first I was always just get kicked, boom, I'll check and I'll come in, and after a while that really became sensitive, that's the bruise that I got from that fight. And I started going at Empire because I felt like I had to strengthen my ligaments and from all of my body, and that's what helped for this fight, because if not, I would have had a busted knee.
Oh shit.
But point being is that because of that, my switch stance is when that comes in handy. But this fight, man, I was frozen,
Yeah.
It's just
Despite the freeze, though, what he was talking about is those switch kicks from him. They just come out like out of nowhere. You'll just be sparring, and then it's like boom. And you're like, okay, whoa, that was like, it's a
He
quick like
literally
little
dropped
switch
me
of
like
feet.
2 times with that shit in class.
so.
So how does that happen? My bad.
I was afraid of like, all right, he's standing in that karate stand. He's gonna come in and kick me. I was like, all right, I'm gonna switch kick real quick. He started picking that up, going to the right. I was like, all right, kick. I started doing that, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna pick it up next time. But I started remembering. I was like, I'm gonna start using that shit every time he kicks. I'm just gonna switch. And I don't know what I did. I don't know if I did or not, but we'll watch the fight after. Yeah, man, my stance came from just that injury. So every time I get an injury, I try to adjust to that, and I'll just use something
adapting.
else.
Yeah, just
I mean,
adapting.
You always have to learn. You always have to learn. Like a week before the fight, I got swept and I got fucked up on my left shoulder. I couldn't throw a hook. I couldn't throw anything. So I was like, I'm gonna stay right there.
Fucking surgeon.
I'm just gonna stay right there. And the whole time I was like, you know what? I think I can throw it now. I took my 2-pound weights. I started warming up with them. I was like, I think I'm good. And I would just try to go over that four. And he would get me back over that 4. I was like, I'm gonna use my weakness against him.
I feel it.
And I'm gonna come back stronger December 3rd.
No,
Remember that?
December 3rd?
No,
Stronger.
no, we're here for it, bro.
I want my revenge with that guy.
Hell yeah.
Like, I respect him, but I want my revenge.
Yeah.
With that guy. It
You
was,
just felt like it was a winnable fight, basically.
I think so. Yeah,
get some pausing.
because we Steven helped me out with that spinning back kick.
Oh, yeah, those hook kicks,
like
those
come
spin
in and
kicks.
just sweep the leg, just kick the leg right above the knee.
It was crazy
And
because he
I
did a lot of
couldn't do
those
it.
things that we practiced on too.
Yeah, he did.
A lot of those things.
So it's
It
never
was-
really hard to add stuff to the arsenal, like even if it's like a week before the fight, 2 weeks before the fight, or like,
No, I mean,
or like how long does it take to even add
it's all
something?
mental.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all mental.
and like you said, to add stuff to the arsenal, it is
Yeah.
like like they talked about freezing up a bit and preparing for a way for people who do know on the cast. If you guys are listening, fighters who are right-handed preparing for somebody who's left-handed. You see more right-handed people. Obviously, more people in the world are right-handed, I think, right? And so it's just like you just see more of those in the gym. So preparing for somebody left-handed is obviously just like a new world. So getting ready for that, and even just like even sparring to fighting is even a different world. So then adding that on top of a left-handed person.
Yeah.
It's
Throws
just
your
kind
whole
of
game
it's
off.
just kind of like, okay, how do I set up? How do I engage? How do I even
Even-
approach their range
Even the footwork.
properly? Because now it's on the opposite side. You know,
Yeah.
it's just the way that it looks. It's
Thank God we got 3 southpaws at the gym. We got our coach, Coach Johnson. We got our little homie Eric, and then we got Jeffrey
And
Oh,
Durant.
and Durant.
And
too.
Durant,
Yeah,
Durant.
Durant. Four
Durant.
people. We gotta take full advantage of
Yeah,
that
hell
shit.
yeah.
So whenever
That's
we
the
fight a
ironic
fucking
thing.
lefty, we goes with those guys. For
All
sure.
4 of us fought lefties this fight,
Mm.
so it was like
Oh,
everyone
for
was a
real?
southpaw.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
that the matchmaker dude. He knew. He was like,
We all felt southpaws.
Yeah. That shit
It's
froze.
crazy.
I had
That's
10.
crazy.
This is my 10th fight, and I kid you not, all not 10 fights that I've ever fought. Nothing happened in this fight. Those lefties, it's just something you like David was saying. Like it's like your mind's hardwired after training for so long for like fight training against righties, and then you get that like every once in a while you get that once in a blue moon you get that lefty in your mind. You want to prepare for it, but it's just
Freak out.
It's
wired.
like even setting up
Yeah.
their range on them, like I was trying, it's just so off. Even if it's just a foot back, you're just like, okay, they're just in a different stand. But
Yeah.
And
That plays such a weird
one-
game.
One thing is that if you're fighting a southpaw and you're orthodox, you have to stay on the outside of their foot.
Yeah.
You have to stay on their heavy side because if you stay on the inside, you're on their heavy side.
Mm.
You know, it's southpaw, so you're on there. You're on this side.
Oh, the
You
power.
have to stay on the
okay.
outside.
so you circle completely
Like the way you're lined
opposite.
up in there. Okay.
Yeah, you start
you
moving.
can't stay inside of their foot.
Like
Yeah,
naturally,
The way you're naturally set and then the way that.
yeah,
okay, that makes
naturally,
sense.
if two right-handed people fight each other, everybody will
Yeah,
always
they're all
circle to the
obviously
right.
offset, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now if you're fighting a lefty, you always have to circle to your left, which is just like
Unorthodox.
it's
of it.
weird.
Yeah.
You're just not
Yeah.
ready for it, really.
And then the lefties, they train mainly against
Right-handed
Orthodox.
people.
Yeah, because
That's
that's
all
probably
they
what
see.
they're usually
Yeah,
like
exactly.
stuck
Like,
against.
like I said,
yeah.
there's more
Yeah.
right-handed people out there, so
Shit's fucking
they're just
crazy.
prepared for us more than
Yeah.
we are prepared for them.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a weird
Yeah.
concept, but
So I need more injuries.
Switch switch the whole sense.
I mean, that's even more of a reason why like people don't understand as fighters. I mean, he got hurt, right? 95% of the people wouldn't even continue fighting.
Yeah.
Like,
You
They
know,
would
not
have
many
pulled
people
out that
understand
week,
how-
especially week up before the
Yeah.
fight. They hurt their shoulder, like, nah, I'm not gonna risk
Not
it.
that many people
Really?
understand like how
Yeah.
like we actually fight. Like,
Yeah,
we
'cause you
wanna
guys have
fight.
to like kind of try to almost
Yeah,
at some
we're
point in
hungry
time
for
like
this shit.
act like you guys aren't injured at some point in time.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
wrestling
fucking, I
fight.
dislocated my pinky till 3 days before my fight.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You have to do shit like that. You have to
Yeah.
act like you're not
Yeah.
injured.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Like shit was
Huh.
fucking going
That's
obtuse
crazy.
on me, dog.
No,
Like,
I wanna
before,
ask you,
during,
though.
after, you always got to play
Yeah.
that like poker face of just like, hey, like I'm going. Either there's an injury going into it, and I can't remember a fight that I went into that I didn't go in with some injury.
yeah, his last fight was it? You hurt your hand. You went in there.
Oh yeah,
fucking-
he got in a motorcycle accident
Yeah.
one fight. His fool's knuckle was like the size of a freaking tennis ball and still fought.
Like
Went
I
in
said,
there.
shit, I know how that
most
feels. But I don't know how the
And
fuck
they
you
told
do
him
that.
Most
Use
people
your
wouldn't
right
fight,
hand. He
but
still
this
used
guy, you know, he
Stuff
has to
in his
fight in
glove.
him.
Yeah. I was like, bro, that's my
Yeah.
that's my freaking bone, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like I said, you know, most people wouldn't fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're all in that shit, dog.
Blood clot?
It's just a blood clot, bro.
Oh, damn.
Don't even
And it's
trip.
allergy reaction, bro.
Oh. Now, I want to ask you, Steven, like, seeing this fight, you came in comfortable, you looked very confident, you knew what you were doing. It's way different from your first fight. Your first fight, you seemed a little overwhelmed.
Yeah, yeah.
It seemed like, there was a lot going on. But I just wanted to ask, like, what changed?
What changed big time was we had a new coach that stepped in. His name's Stephanie Ferrer.
Okay.
She upped my game tenfold. Like, she made me take this martial art called Kali Eskrima. And from that point, I learned this
What's it
thing
called?
called Kali Eskrima. It's Filipino weaponry.
Okay.
Played
Yeah.
Modern Warfare, the
It's all
collie
sticks.
sticks. We're like,
Okay.
da, 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 da,
Sticks
da.
and knives
Okay,
and shit.
okay.
Yeah. I learned this move called dawat.
Huh?
It's called dawat. DAWAT. It's a Filipino term.
Okay.
And it's all about cutting angles. And then once that shit got implanted in my mind, it was game over. Like, that shit upped my game tenfold. And then we worked on it so many times. And then she just upped my game tenfold. I can't even express how much thankful I am to her, too. Like, if it wasn't for her, I think I'd be finding the same pace.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't have changed my game at all.
But, like, what changed, like, mentally?
Mentally?
Because, like, the confidence
It was the first
there,
fight.
bro.
It was
You
the
know what
first
I mean?
fight. Yeah.
I was gonna say that
Yeah.
first loss, bro. You had to reach in, you grab that chain, and yank the dog out of himself.
It was
bro.
the first fight. I needed that loss for sure. I needed that loss because if I didn't get that loss, I wouldn't be as hungry as I am now. And I
Right.
always tell people, a loss is a gain. You learn from your loss.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I
yeah.
definitely learned from a loss. And I was
Yeah.
thankful I had that loss.
Yeah, it
If I
was a
didn't
nice
have
fight,
that loss,
man.
I wouldn't have the hunger in me.
You were
Right.
looking pretty polished, you know what I mean? You got the combos on, you got them kicks on. I was like, damn,
Mhm.
this guy, he came back.
I just wanted, honestly, I even told these guys too, like, I didn't even care about the win. I just wanted to get that fight over with.
Yeah.
I said, fuck the win. I just want to get this shit over with.
Fake smiles on my face though, bro. I'm literally like still super stoked for you, but that was like a bit like, come on, from the last one to this one, like you said.
It was a big difference for sure. Yeah, I was just more
Tenfold.
hungrier. I was confident for sure because I was really confident in the tools that I had in my belt. So there was no reason for me to feel nervous or fucking anxious at all. So
how do you, Diego? I hate to have to ask you guys,
Yeah.
but you guys both said it. You guys froze up. So
Yeah.
like, why do you guys feel like you guys froze up in the ring? Like, what happened? Because you guys both said
So
everything was prepared. You guys
got-
did everything. So what happened? Why did you guys freeze up?
I got like 1,000 reasons, but I think this like narrowed it down to maybe this is like the main part was, even though we have these southpaws in the gym and stuff, like we're prepared. Like I said, our minds are hardwired for like regular orthodox fighters, and we did work stuff with pads like against southpaws, but like when we do regularly work pads, like we take a class, we do whatever, spar, it's like it's against orthodox kind of people. So maybe, I don't know, the preparation against the southpaw, like I didn't spar enough against southpaws to like feel how it is that, okay, when we're going at it, this is how it's going to be in the fight. So once we got in there, everything in my head that I had planned to do, it was like, it pictured that I was going to do it, but then when the southpaw was in front of me, I went to go do it. It was like, all right, this isn't how I perceived it was going to be, and then maybe it made me freeze up a little bit. But at the same time, because like movement wise, everything, it wasn't more like I was just sitting there like a deer in the headlights kind of
Right,
thing.
yeah, I don't imagine. Yeah, I would imagine you'd look like this if that was the case.
100%. I was moving in and out. I mean, even all the shots that he threw at me, he didn't really land any flush shots. I was defending everything good. I just wasn't being offensive. So I just think it was more so I was prepared, but I wasn't prepared enough, I think, for the southpaw that I, like sparring wise prepared, like preparation, like what I wanted to do against the southpaw, I had that down, but having like the sparring experience against like a southpaw, I
Like how to apply it?
Yeah.
How many rounds you guys fight?
Typically we do like 8 3-minute rounds.
Okay.
Every Mondays and Wednesdays when we spar, so we will have that going. But yeah, like with the southpaws that we do have in the gym, like our coach Johnson, and like our little homie Eric, and Duran, and then another guy Jeffrey. Like Jeffrey, Eric, and Coach Johnson, they're not always sparring, if not rarely sparring. Duran will be there every here and there. He's there all the time, but like when he's getting ready, and lately he wasn't like getting ready for something, so he wasn't there that much.
Right.
So that kind of maybe could have played a factor too, but who knows? But now we learned from that. We know, okay, we got a southpaw next time. Screw that. I'm grabbing all the southpaws I know. We're fucking fighting. Like, we're sparring. Shit, like,
Hey, I'm going on your. I'm even going to your pad on the.
Are you left?
exactly. Like, come here. They're gonna shark.
It bumps into someone by accident. Like, hey, you know what?
Hey, Frankie's left. You lefty?
I'm ambidextrous.
Exactly.
The
But
person
yeah.
just keeps saying no. He's like, do it anyway.
I sent the fucking waiver real quick.
Exactly.
But quick question back for you: was the question about the rounds like for sparring or for like the actual like fight rounds?
Oh, it was for fighters, but it was like
the-
too for like,
Okay,
Yeah.
so for the fight, it was just 3. Honestly, dude, I broke a sweat, but when I got back, I wasn't even breathing hard. Like,
so it was just 3 rounds for fighters, right?
yeah, so it's 3 2-minute rounds. It was like it's funny because I fought for them last August, and it was like a short notice fight, and I went in there like explosive because I knew 3-day notice, 160 pound. Like I didn't cut weight. I was like small for that weight.
Right.
I was like, all right, I gotta knock this guy out. Like that's it. And then I dropped him in the first, but I gassed out so bad. In my head, I was like, 3 2-minute rounds, that's fucking nothing.
Yeah.
I've got past that first round last time, and I literally was like, I told my coach before the fight, like, oh, we're not going to need the bench. I'm going to be standing up in the corner. But I was like, where the fuck is the bench? Like, get this shit over here. I was like, trying to breathe. It was like, I wasn't even breathing oxygen. I was like breathing and nothing was happening. But from that to this fight, I didn't even feel like I got done with the fight. I changed. I was like annoyed. I was like, bro, I wish I could just pick someone real quick and do it again right now.
Yeah.
Like I was fine, but yeah, it was crazy.
So you think 2 more rounds and that fight would have gone a different direction?
I hope. Shit, I honestly doubt it though. For how I was in there that night, after the first round, because in my head I was like, all right, I'm gonna feel this guy's like what he's gonna do because I'm not used to Southeast. I want to know what he's gonna try to catch me with, and I knew he was gonna try to get me with that roundhouse that David did against his opponent, and he tried it. But what I wasn't expecting was he was going to he did a switch kick a couple times. I was like, all right, I'm glad I was feeling that out because I wasn't planning on getting switch kicked. I didn't think it was going to happen. And then first round ends, coach is like, what's happening? What's happening? I was like, I'm just filling him out. I'm trying to see what he's got to do. He's like, all right, cool. Second round ends, he's like, what's going on? I was like, honestly, fuck, I don't know what's going on now. He's like, I was trying to feel him out.
me, coach.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what's going on anymore. And then third round came, I was like, fuck it, dude. I knew I fucking lost that shit, but fuck. Well, luckily, like David said, I mean, it doesn't even look like I fucking fought. So
Yeah.
worst comes to worst, we just keep rolling into the next fight. Just keep going.
Yeah, the end of it, man. Health is wealth, you know.
Yeah.
Same for you, Diego. I'm imagining, like Hattie said, you guys weren't there like fucking deer in the headlights, like, because you guys don't really look like you guys really fought. Like,
Oh man,
You know?
I'm bruised. I'm pretty bruised. Yeah. You know what, man? We got ready for kicks, for spinning kicks and all that stuff. And once I was there, I don't know, man, what happened. I just I saw it coming, but they were so much faster than what I'm used to. I don't know what that was. Maybe it's just my adrenaline. I don't know. But after round one, my coach told me, he was like, like, what's going on? Just like Hattie. He was like, I'm just filling them out. He was like, you know me. He's like, well, okay, well, you gotta pick it up because they're 2 rounds. And like it's like Hattie said, we do eight rounds, 3 minutes.
Right.
Those are, it's the first 3 rounds we're barely warming up. The other ones were just pretty much banging it all out with everybody. And right here, just for me to warm up for the first 2 rounds is just how I functioned.
Mm-hmm.
So round 3, that's when I came in a little heavy, but I didn't do enough damage.
Right.
And I mean, I gave it to the guy. I figured like he's gonna come in with those kicks, but I was expecting him to come in try to knock me out round 1, and come in with kicks only round 2, because that's what I watched on his other fight, and he came in more composed this time.
Sure, okay.
So I was like, props to the guy.
True. So
But-
like sometimes footage doesn't do justice in terms of what you prepare for.
Because that's back from 2017, Hattie, or something.
Oh shit.
More.
That fighters rep.
Yeah,
first
me-
one?
no,
Yeah,
no,
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 first-
Oh
first
yeah,
guy
yeah.
got-
That was a while ago.
Yeah,
that
so,
was like
so
when
I
they
was
first
expecting that. I was
switched
like,
over.
all right, I could still expect that, but I mean, from then to now, it's a
Mhm.
big difference. Just like me, I mean, I come from an MMA background, so I didn't fight for a good 7 years because I had my son. I didn't want to miss him growing up,
Right.
and I just decided to come back, do MMA, but my knee injury decided
Mhm.
you can't do jiu-jitsu anymore. So I was like, I'll do kickboxing. I just want to fill it out. So right now, unfortunately, I'm 0-1, but I'm looking to do a 1-1, 2-1.
Legit.
Which will be
I'm
which
going
will
to
be
keep it
Yeah, I
happening.
was gonna say it's
Which
gonna
will be
Yeah, I'm
happening.
gonna keep it
Yeah.
that way. I needed that.
100%.
I needed that first loss. That first loss is what makes you grow.
Yeah.
Everybody needs it, I'm
fuel,
sure.
It's that fuel to that fire that we all need it. Steven came from a loss and he came back so much stronger. Like
Yeah, and it showed, bro.
his opponent did not expect him to come in hard like that. Like 6 seconds, 7 seconds in, he just backed up, boom, 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 and boom, 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 boom. I was like, whoa! I wasn't expecting that from Steven.
Like you're saying, the footage doesn't really
Yeah.
do justice.
Yeah.
You probably watched
I
my
was like-
footage last one, and I was backing up the whole time, but this time I stood my ground.
Mhm.
Like I said,
Didn't
I
even
can't-
only stand your ground, but push the pace too. That was I mean, I'll never. Like I said, I was super happy for this guy. He did well.
Like I told him, I came here to make a statement. Last fight I made to prove a point, but that day I made a statement.
Yeah, he
Oh,
definitely
sure.
did, man.
So what's all your guys' records actually?
Unofficial, I'm 2-2, and officially I'm 1-1.
Okay.
MMA wise, 3-4-1, and kickboxing now 0-2. Yeah.
I think I'm 3-2.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
right.
It'd be like that, but I think yeah.
I think I'm 3-2.
Okay.
I consider myself not really like taken because the last one was like super toss up. Shout out to him, he did well, but like everybody else still made it super well. And then the first loss, my first fight was a loss. Everybody's got to come from a loss, I feel like, right? But the guy that I lost to, I ended up beating him again my third fight. So I was like, well, we'll scrap that one, right? But officially, I think I'm 3-2.
Damn, how was that? Even preparing for the second time, you were just all enraged.
That wasn't even preparation, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
It was crazy.
I
yo.
mean, yeah. Long story short, I prepared for a completely different fighter. The guy that I fought was on the exact same card. I weighed in underweight. My opponent was on weight. Commission was like, "Bro, you guys can't fight," but everything was like moving, and they were just like, "Well, we have a guy that's near your weight." Shot him, my guy, and then they shot me the name, and I was like, that's the guy I fought my very first fight. Like, do you want to fight him? He already agreed to fighting you, and I was like, let's fucking go.
I need to run that. Yeah. I need my lick back. Yeah, I need that.
He thought he was gonna
Yeah,
get
I'm gonna need
another
that.
dub. You feel me?
Yeah, they said he signed off on. Yeah, he thought he was gonna get another dub.
Yeah.
He signed yesterday.
Destiny, dog.
Yeah, so that's how it played out. Literally, it was the day of, like, we weighed in and we were gonna fight that same night, and everything was just like, fuck, what's gonna happen? Like, well, we have this guy, and he already said yeah, and then I read the name, I was like, this motherfucker, let's go, and then we got it. So I ended up getting that win, obviously. So, but like I said, officially, I think I'm 3-2.
Okay.
3 wins, 2 losses, 1 knockout for now.
Diego.
For now. Does that count MMA? Nah.
Yeah, everything, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that includes
They put it all together.
MMA.
everything.
MMA is 3-2, and then 1 draw. So, under the table, backyard.
Backyard squabble type
That
shit.
Kimbo slice style.
Yeah.
No one left with the money. It was just like,
Yeah, let's start that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
After
Bonaparte
that-
fights.
Hey, we're gonna do that shit right under here. No.
Yeah. Yeah, that was when just I don't know, I was just angry. I was like, let's get down, fuck it, let's go to the backyard.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So
and
you
then
know he's
for, I had 1 smokers fight. That was a draw. Realistically, but we all agree that we were gonna go to round 4. He didn't want to. He threw it in the towel. I was ready to go. Like I said, we sparred 8 rounds, and I was ready to go 5 rounds with the guy. But I take that as a draw. I learned from it. And this first loss, official IKF.
Okay.
But I'm gonna keep it that way.
Minor setback for a major comeback.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro.
It's like, I needed that loss. I really did needed that loss.
Legit.
Like if I would have won, I would have been proud of myself, but I would have. How do I say this?
You wouldn't have been so eager to fall back in love with the sport again or something.
Exactly, man. Like I would have been all right, cool. I'm cool. I'll fight next year. And that's. I got four fights to go, so that maybe make my license worth it.
Okay.
4 fights, 5 fights. I don't know, man.
Whatever you can get in a year, baby.
Whatever I can get on that PF.
Yeah.
I'm maintaining that 1 on that side. I don't wanna. I'm coming for something.
Legit.
Oh, yeah.
I needed that loss, and I'm learned from it. Next time I'm coming in strong, just like Steven did.
Hell yeah, bro.
Just like I know Hattie's going to, and just like I know.
Bro, I
Dave
try to
did.
knock that guy out. Motherfucker got a solid chin. that
I flew right into 2 head kicks. I was like, how's he still standing?
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
Now the craziest thing though about this fool's opponent, bro. Me and Steve.
If it was mid round, is it me?
Hey, but when I saw that fucking kick in his chest, I was like, yeah, not me personally. I would have been like, bro, someone give me a fucking inhaler or
My
something,
lord.
bro. Like,
My lord.
What do you think about when you hit someone with like everything you got and then like
You honestly,
they just
bro,
keep it moving
Still
towards you,
coming
bro.
at
Like,
I don't fucking think. I was telling you that I blacked out my fight. Like I don't even remember what I fucking threw. I just remember I wanted to end it quick. Like I just wanted to end it and get it over with. Like I told him, fuck the win.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get that shit over with.
That's crazy.
Nah, that's crazy. When I did my last kickboxing fight, like what you were saying, how does it feel because I hit that guy with like a mean, like he tried to kick me the last one I took. He tried to kick me. I like kind of pushed his kick to the side and I came in with like a right and dropped him. And like the way he fell, I was like, oh, it's over. Thank you. I did it. Like he's done. And I knocked him out. And then he gets back up and I'm just standing there. I'm like,
And looking fucks with your mental.
It's
dog.
like, fuck.
I was about to say, bro, I feel like at some point in time, bro, like, when does that fight leave? Because, like, you can only hit someone so many fucking times, I'd imagine, before you're like,
Literally.
all right, bro, like, I just can't. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, bro.
fight,
Like,
and I see
like, bro,
this
give me a
stumbling
fucking
and
chair.
shit. What
Like,
the
fuck, like.
Like I said, I look back at my fight and I see him stumbling. I'm like, dude, this guy's not dropping and shit. But like, I got the 8 count the first 20 seconds of the fight. But then like again, I hit him with the fucking a cross and uppercut. But this motherfucker still didn't want to fucking drop.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
So
See,
it's
like,
hey,
shit
some
like that, bro. I'd
people
be like,
built like
just
that.
hit everything I got.
That's how I
built
know
like
he
that.
was built like that. He was smoking a cigarette after the fight.
Yeah,
We walked
yeah.
up. It was just
He's
chilling.
like, hey, bro, you hit fucking hard. And I was like, I hope.
He's all like, jaws all
Jaw
realigned and
silent.
shit all to the side.
Still need that
That shit was
cigarette.
funny. That shit was crazy. His opponent fucking, he knocked
Oh,
his
no, that
opponent
was
out.
crazy. His guy was out
Hey, that
for
shit
2
was nice,
minutes.
bro. That shit
Yeah,
He was out.
He was
minutes.
asleep on the mat, like unresponsive for
He
2
was like,
minutes.
he locked up too, no?
Yeah, he was like
I was
that whole
"Ooh."
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
after
shit
the
like
fight,
nasty,
like
bro. That
30
shit-
minutes later, we
I saw him hit him
passed
with the
bro.
head kick and with the right. He just. I'm like, oh.
That shit was
Bro,
crazy.
like 30 minutes later, this fool had a drink in his hand and shit.
Yeah, I was posted drinking just in the crowd afterwards.
And I was
after
like,
getting
damn.
slept.
And I walked up to him with respect. I was like, hey, bro, I thought you had me the first, when you dropped me. I was like, but I popped right back up. And then he was like, I thought I had you that first one. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, you didn't, but good. Yeah, that was a good drop. And shit like that.
Like, I'm him.
And I was like, but I thought I had you.
Just shake my hand, bro. I would hate you,
but
bro.
the first one I was like, but I thought I had you.
That might be on your head really quick.
Yeah, you kidding?
Yeah. But I was like, yo, I thought I had you the first time I dropped him because I dropped him with a head kick right back
Yeah, right.
after.
I was about to say that. I ended up noticing it was 2 separate head kicks that you got him with.
Yeah, in the first round I dropped him right after he dropped me. And I thought he was done. And literally when we were talking, he's like, yeah, I thought I had you, that whole conversation and stuff. I was like, I thought I had you. He's like, yeah, when I got back up, I was probably fighting with a concussion. I was like, then how are you out here drinking right now, bro? I was like, well, fucking
like, sir,
kudos,
I
good
think you were
shit.
drinking a beer right now.
Yeah.
The funny part is like we get checked out by doctors after our fight.
Yeah.
I know half of the fighters be like, yeah, I'm good, because we just want to get let go and fucking go home and drink, dog. That's what we want to do.
Turn up. Yeah.
Bro, you're not gonna delay my
Brain
fucking
just
process any
bobbling.
longer, bro. I'm going home.
And even too, like if we show that we're hurt, they suspend us for 30 days.
Yeah, fuck that.
Dang. What was going through your head, man? Just sitting in the ring looking at the guy laying there.
Well, the first time I dropped him, I turned that was just like a fucking like boom, I got you right back, fuck you type of thing. And then I turned around and like I was like watching him get up, and I was like, all right, I was like, I knew this guy's tough or whatever. Like he'll probably get up after the
Right.
first one or whatever. Cool. I didn't even really have like any worries. I was like, I'm just gonna go back out there and try to finish it. But first round ended, and I was like, okay, we're gonna go into the second one. Like I said, I was feeling well with that setup, and I knew I was gonna try to land it again the second round. And he came out hard again, and I was like, dang. I was like, okay. I was like, he must have recovered in the corner, or he was just like, he wasn't gonna take my shit. But he came back out hard again. I needed to meet that same energy, and then when I dropped in that second time, I didn't even know that the ref was waving his hands over him.
Right.
I knew that I landed the kick, and I knew I hit him with the hook right after, so I was like, he's got to be out. So I started to rage. But as I hit the corner and I turned around and I noticed that the doctors were already in there, that's when I was like,
He's done.
yeah, that's it. I was like, they can't restart the fight after
Yeah,
the
you're not
doctors are in
gonna.
there.
Yeah, you're not gonna clear that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
You get up after 2 head kicks, you different.
Hey, they fucking put the flashlight on. Yeah, you're good. Go back up.
yeah, like, let me see your eyes. Yeah, you could
Hit him
probably,
with the smelling salt.
and he wasn't getting up.
Selling salt.
Yeah,
pay to be here.
I timed it too. He was like on the floor for like a minute and like 15 seconds, unresponsive,
God damn, bro.
like just stiffened up. So it's cool to get that, but like also for like, I'm a nice guy too. So doing that to somebody who he's a pretty okay guy, like like talking to him, he's a cool guy. I'm like, damn, I feel bad for doing that sometimes, but that's what we're here for. So
I'd imagine, like you said, like talking to him after. I'd imagine, like, how hard is that? Because you're kind of like, bro, I kind of feel bad. My bad, bro. I kind of made you look dumb like a half hour ago. My bad, dog.
At the end of the day, like if people can take it, then it's like okay, then
This
you
was
can
like,
talk
hey,
to it.
remember when you
You know,
were asleep?
yeah.
Hey, remember when you hit the canvas? Like,
We know what we
Yeah.
sign up for and shit. At the end of the day, we do know what we sign up for.
right.
There is some people that are like that though. Like if it's like it was anybody else, it'd be like, well, you still over here? You just was asleep. You just start just clowning them kind of stuff. There's some people straight. I honestly, if it was me, like not saying like the person like if I would have got knocked out and like the person that knocked me out came up and started talking, I'm like, get the fuck out of my face, bro. What you doing over here?
fucking
Like,
Yeah, bro. That's, I'd be like that too, bro. I'm like, nah, fuck you, bro. Like,
give me a couple days we could talk, but not right now.
yeah, bro. I'm like, bro, I haven't finished my beer.
My head still hurts.
The first
like,
thing I
shit.
fucking drank since earlier.
That's you mentioned your next fight's December.
Yeah, I want to.
How-
I signed up that
use the
first
restroom.
that first night when I got home.
Okay.
You know, I was eating my feelings away, and I was like, you know, what?
Talk about that, bro.
Hey, fuck that, bro. You guys gotta cut. Hey,
I know.
what's that fucking
I
first,
don't even
like,
wanna tell
I
y'all
guess you
what
could
I-
say, not shit meal,
I'm
but that
back up
first
at
junk
150.
fucking food meal, like,
The funniest
where you
shit
can
is-
eat like shit.
We all messaged
You-
each other
you were
too.
at
Like, what the fuck
134?
you eat? He's like, I ate McDonald's, and I text him, what'd you eat? He's like, McDonald's. We all ate fucking McDonald's.
I went dumb yesterday at McDonald's.
Yeah,
man.
see, y'all better than me. I would have went in and out or something, bro.
every day.
They're like, see, this
Well,
is
yeah, no,
some
you
of the
live right
shit.
around the corner from one, so I get that. Like, that's different. Oh, have you seen that shit every day? Drive over, like,
And honestly, I never had that at
like-
McDonald's because I always had it when I was with you kicking
Right,
it.
right, right.
Fucking that one day, I was like, you know, fuck it, I might get a Big Mac and shit.
I'll never forget when you're like, bro, I think I'm gonna get a Big Mac and some fries, and I looked at you like, bro, you saying that like that's something special, like, the fuck, like, he's like, no, sometimes I get like a 4-piece and like a small. I'm like,
I don't eat that much.
yeah, so I was like, bro, you eat like a fucking child,
But
like,
these guys know that.
Well, no, like it's like, bro, we were like 17, 18. So when he hit me with that, but to be fair, he wasn't wrestling. So I get it now. But like at the timing when he hit me with that, I was like,
To be fair.
No, these fish chill out too, because we go out after
bro.
sometimes after
Y'all
practice.
smoke the blood
Sometimes we
and
go
still
to
got a
eat,
4-piece.
and like these is fat ass servings, and they're all looking at me like, what the
Bro, I
fuck?
swear,
like, why
bro.
are you only eating that
Yeah.
much? I got a small stomach.
and I was supposed to say, oh, I'm gonna eat big today. I'm gonna get a fucking
Even my
6 piece
coach
and a
gets
medium
pissed
French
at me,
fry,
too.
dog.
Fuck.
I'm like, what?
If I'm eating big, I'm gonna get a fucking 4-piece, fucking medium Coke, and a small fry. I'm eating good.
They're like
I wish I had that
a regular
issue,
meal.
Oh shit, must be nice though.
No, if I had the same thing like Steve, I wouldn't have to cut 25
Oh my
pounds.
boy, this guy! I felt so bad at one point because like he was
Oh,
cutting.
no.
Hey, y'all were eating good the
Time
other
out.
day at
I
the
wanna
gym. I
say
saw
shit.
that
That's
shit.
some
Y'all
fucked up
had
shit.
to see this shit.
I've seen that.
The
bro.
week of this past, like the week leading up to the fight, this fool's underweight or on weight, so he could eat whatever the fuck he wants, bro.
And
Oh
then
my
our
fucking
teammate,
God.
one of our teammates named Norris, she
Dude, they be ordering Pazookies, crumble cookies, pizzas to the gym. I'll be sitting there just like they won't let me go home. They're literally not letting me leave.
drinking water.
Bro.
bro, they had me order some
won't let you
order
go.
asparagus on the
And he can't even drink it because he'll be overweight, so they're just throwing it on him. Like,
Bruh, I'm
I know
like,
you know.
How you stay hydrated?
that shit was
Get you wet.
horrible.
and they get the little fan that sprays the water on you.
That's how you stay
Yeah,
hydrated.
killing
It's just funny. This fool goes outside too. He's in front of the gym through the window, just like eating his asparagus, whatever the fuck he's eating. He's like,
Salmon, fucking just
Fuck
no
you guys.
seasoning, just straight salmon.
Just plain some boiled chicken.
Dead ass, bro. That was crazy.
horrible, bro.
this dude too. I
He was like, no,
felt
not me, bro. He's like, I see so much now. I don't know about all that.
Nah, man, I was on the carnivore diet. I wasn't eating that much carbs. I'm just eating meat.
this fucking shit.
Yeah, that fish stuff. Thank
fish,
God that
though,
so
yeah.
don't ever take that
Yeah.
supplement again,
Oh
my
my
boy.
god.
He sweats and he smells like straight like mackerel, bro, like straight fish.
God, that shit smelled disrespectful. Coach was like,
It was a disrespectful smell. Like it's not a smell where you're like, ugh. It's a smell where you're like, who the fuck is that?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
they
no,
smell
hey,
that
bro. There's
crap.
that. I know what smell you're talking about, bro.
one
Because
you
there's a
think?
smell, bro, where at some point in time, bro, you can't.
Like, did you take a
I
shower?
don't care how respectful you are, bro. You're like, hey, bro,
You gotta
go
go.
home, go home, go sit in the corners, get the fuck out of here, bro. Don't,
Hey fam, you leave or I'll leave. He's not even ready to train no more. Like,
It was
it's
crazy.
up to you being in the class right now.
Hey, you know what, bro? We're not training here no more.
oh shit, bro. Like, got to
I told you
like,
spray your gloves with Lysol.
we got to a point where the whole gym got used to it too. But then when Coach Johnson came back from the Sister Academy fair, he was like, "The fuck is that?" He was like, "Yo, you tell Diego." And we tell Diego, but
I don't know what we can tell him. He's saying.
He's getting his diet right.
Yeah.
no, but for real, like he got his diet right. Like, hey, if he didn't do that, you know, the weight would have been an issue. Like sometimes we gotta do sacrifices and shit.
Smell like fish.
When's your next fight, Brody? I know you mentioned December. What's your guys' next fight?
We haven't signed it. Probably gonna do that tonight. You guys reminding him to do that shit.
I don't know. I'm still getting hit up. I'm supposed to pick up a September 17th MMA fight. Well, I don't know. I'm
For
still,
a title fight.
Yeah,
Come on, bro,
That's,
do it.
That's real soon.
Yeah, that's it.
Just
I'm
roll
down
right
to do
into
it,
it, huh?
but
He's not hurt. He's healthy. He's good. You know what the
But
fuck.
I got an advisory from like my coach that said probably not do it. But
It's just
so-
another thing. We gotta listen to our coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
gotta
Don't listen to me.
listen
Listen
to
to
our
coach.
But the thing is, it's this guy I fought before this fight in MMA, and it wasn't like he won. Don't get me wrong, but it was because I was dictating that fight. The first whole round, I was like dominating because in the grappling sense, I was like Khabibing him. I took him down, controlled him, didn't let him up, punching him while he was down, and then I went for the submission. Finally, I tried to lock the submission up one time. Literally had it locked up. I just had to jump to the other side. He kind of broke out of it when I tried to do that. Then I was like, all right, I could see I could get the submission pretty easy. Let me try to go for it again. So I went on the other side and tried to run it that side and then jump over. I got a little too excited, I guess, because I locked it up. So I wasn't, being careful about my balance. And when I was jumping over, he kind of rolled out as I was going to the other side. So it just was perfect for the momentum to shift for him to be on top. And then he got me in this position. It was like a crucifix where his legs pinned one hand down and his like shoulder pinned my other hand down. And it was just like he was able to punch my face kind of thing. And like it wasn't like damaging punches, but it was like I can't non-responsive punches. So
From the
I-
ref's
It was-
point of
it
view,
was
they
like- it was
needed to
more
stop
Yeah,
like-
you were
that.
kind of almost stuck in a spot where
Yeah.
you couldn't.
Yeah, and so they like there was I kid you not, he let that shit go on for like 30 seconds of me getting like that happening, and like the last like the
It was the last seconds of the fucking.
You're literally
round,
getting out of the
bro.
entire.
No,
fight.
they were like they did the clapping for the last 10 seconds, and I kid you not, like it was like 8 seconds, 2 seconds left, and then he just called it. I'm like, ref, come on, why would you cut? You just let it go
After
for
2
like,
seconds,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like-
Guaranteed third round would have made a big difference.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
oh
like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but so anyway, that
Damn.
happened, and then like me and the guy are
Oh,
cool.
so
He's a
that's
cool-
why you're kind of
Bitch
like,
ass fool.
debating doing the fight
Because I'm like, my coach is
fucking
saying no, but in
reps.
my head I'm like, I was,
You need that. Yeah, you're like, I need that though.
Yeah, so it's like fuck. But ultimately at the end of the day, it's your coach knows better than you do. Like for all I know, I could think, all right, I'm gonna go in there, whip this guy's ass, and who knows, like
Could have been prepping forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Because especially with only like a 2-week turnaround, I'd imagine because you're gonna go from kickboxing to MMA.
Exactly.
So
One, that's
Makes
exactly
sense.
the
Oh yeah.
Completely
Besides
different
us-
cardio setup too.
yeah.
Besides
Yeah.
us, our coaches know us better than ourselves.
Yeah.
True.
So we
100%.
definitely gotta listen to our coaches. Like even though like if he wants to go out there, coach knows best. Like mom
Yeah,
knows
yeah,
best.
More
exactly. Yeah, no, that's a very true saying.
Legit.
That's a very true saying.
That's fire, bro. Oh yeah, huh? We have.
So you gonna do that? You
Nah,
gonna do that?
Oh, that?
Oh.
He said, "Oh, that."
Oh, what do we got there?
Yeah, this is the last segment. We gotta say this
Let me
young
see that.
specialty. You feel me?
I'm not doing this.
Hey,
One chip
Hey.
challenge. The
Jose and David
2022.
are about to split it right now.
Hey.
That's
No.
what's gonna happen.
It's not going
Nah,
down.
It's one chip,
It's not mine.
not two
They can
chips.
split
It
it.
turns your tongue blue.
One chip.
They could split it.
That's two
you gonna-
chips.
it's just this guy had like
It's
a
not my
fucking
chip.
knockout of
He
the
said it's not
fucking.
my chip.
Yeah, you got the
Lens.
highlight.
He got
needs
the highlight.
All right. Well,
Hey, Lens, you got nominated.
to read this, if you
you
guys
go
have
to
never, if nobody's ever seen this, the Pocky One Chip Challenge,
yourself eating the chip.
2022.
Hey, yo,
Now you're finna do it. Let's get it.
This one turns your tongue blue.
Oh
Warning
my
says-
You
God.
sound like
Do
so
not-
not excited.
Do
about
not eat
reading
if you are sensitive to spicy foods, allergic to peppers, nightshades, or capsaicin, or pregnant. Okay,
Oh, this
I
you
don't
gotta
think
worry about
I don't
that.
think I can eat it now, bro. No.
This
Any
one.
medical conditions, keep out of reach of children. Touching chip, wash hands with soap. Okay, yeah, okay, cool.
Touch your eyes.
Don't touch your chip.
Don't touch your
Give me
eyes.
some space.
Hey, yo.
And
Hey,
Oh, it's packaged.
don't touch your eyes after you eat.
Show the
Yeah.
package.
Oh, it's literally
Yeah,
one
sure.
chip.
Yeah, like take everything like out of his hands. For
Show the package.
Yeah,
Flip it around.
You want some?
Just clear like a clear. Yeah, there you go.
You want
got
some?
the rules, right?
What's it called? Hot sauce?
I think.
Oh.
I think.
He needs some
Want
milk.
some lemon?
You want some?
What's the lemon?
Anderson's bringing some blood so you can touch it.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah, Andy. That's clutch, dog.
Another one. Okay.
That's how you know it's legit.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's like the little like thing right here.
That's when
I
you
can't even
finish
show it yet. I
can't
can't
even
even
show
show it yet. But
The rule sets on.
the
on
rule sets on here.
You ain't allowed to until.
It's right here.
So first of all, it says how long can you last before you short circuit.
Man, that's what you should be asking.
Before your trip.
Yeah, right off the bat.
Just to make just to make it known, this is the same time ratio that I guess women follow. 1 minute is powerless. 10 minutes is powerful. 30 minutes is supercharged, and 1 hour is invincible. I guess that's for the
You
average.
got this.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
He's got this.
Yeah, so you eat the whole chip and then you just fucking wait, right?
Watch him detox his whole body again.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be.
Fuck.
Okay,
So
so,
we're gonna keep you guys in
You
jail.
gotta throw the glove on.
Hey, put
so
that,
here's the chip.
put that glove on so you don't touch
The
your eyes.
rules.
Yeah, you should put the glove on.
I will.
What's it called?
The
One chip challenge.
the pocket.
Pocket
One
one chip
chip
challenge.
Let's get it.
Does anybody want to get like a plastic bag out or like because
Yeah, get something for him to
I
spit
feel like
out,
there might be like
Eddie's freaking
like,
out.
like drooling.
His whole face as soon as he said that, he said, Andy's like, I'm about to get you the biggest trash can I can find in this motherfucker.
like drooling maybe. Like I don't really know. Like I don't want to fuck up anything, you know.
Damn.
We should have done this like 20 minutes ago.
No, let's get it.
For real.
2022. Anytime you know that shit fresh.
And nobody's got milk, so you know, fuck it.
got beer. What do you need milk for?
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
we will go
saying.
stop at 7-Eleven in case that shit
He
gets
said
real
we'll
hot.
stop at the 7.
Cause
That's not
Slurpee.
the same. At least like another 20 minutes until the.
Let's figure this shit out. Let's get these guys on.
That's just one whole ass tortilla chip, dog.
Yeah, I know.
RIP,
don't pressure him,
your
bro.
chocolate starfish, my boy.
The thing that does suck is that there is nothing but pressure.
Yeah, literally.
It was just like, hey, dude, you're gonna be the one that's eating this. Like, okay, yeah, okay, I'll do it for sure.
I
Yeah,
guess so.
yeah, Yeah.
You took a harder hit than this ship's gonna hit you. So.
And like if I eat like half of it and like bitch out, like fuck, man, I'm sorry guys,
Oh,
but
man.
you know,
That's fine.
fuck
I think
me.
got the rest.
Hey, nah, bro. They know you hit
bite,
him with the
one bite.
roundhouse, so it's fine. They can't
I
talk
think got
about
the
it.
rest,
chip,
bro.
huh?
Yeah, just hold.
Whole chip?
Whole chip.
Oh,
Whole
shit.
chip.
Whole chip.
Whole
That's
chip.
why I was like, if anybody does want to do it and split it with me,
Nah.
you know, like
that's
anybody
good.
from
That'll
the
make you
cast
back
feels
up.
like, you know, like maybe like, hey, like I'll
Sorry, I'm
join
allergic
in.
to peppers.
Nah.
Nah, it's like,
Andy's the only wild one on this podcast.
Yeah, usually Len's is good with the spices.
Okay, so there's that. Yeah. Okay, cool.
The fucking buildup.
oh shit.
Yeah. So first of all, this thing looks like it's fucking black. Like it's not
What
even like
the
a blue
fuck?
chip.
Is it supposed to look like that?
It makes your tongue blue. That's like the 2022 version.
Why you
That's how
shaking?
you
Why you
do it.
shaking?
You
Don't
gotta
smell it.
back.
Just eat it.
Don't
Fuck
smell
it.
I'm about to
Hey,
say, bro. I don't
fuck
think
it.
you should.
Fuck
You gotta
it.
smell. I mean, come on. You gotta know what the fuck's
No,
going
I
on
would
in
smell
your
it.
body.
I smell everything right too. No, that's me.
The more you
First of all,
smell
this shit looks like mold, guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is this supposed to look
anybody
like that,
wanna-
bro?
if anybody
Like-
wants to zoom in on it just a bit, you can literally see that this looks like
God,
like
that shit
if you
bad.
left bread in the back of your
I'm
fucking
looking
get your money back.
refrigerator.
looking at that shit. Oh my god.
Hey, he's gonna eat it, but he's gonna need his money back.
Get the joint away from me. Give me my beer. Motherfuckers.
Get it.
Let's get it. One
All right,
chip.
time it down to.
Pocky One Chip Challenge 2022.
Let's get it.
Fuck my life.
Juice
David Death
podcast.
Dealer Marquez.
One hole.
Death Dealer _125. Follow me also at the Juice Podcast 714.
Let's get it.
Shout out, yo.
Oh, he hit the whole thing? Oh!
Shit.
Did it. He did it.
Steven, you have it upside down. Give it upside down.
Oh my god. He's shooting it really fast. Crushed.
All right, you just gotta make it a 61. As soon as it says 61 on there, you're good, bro.
Oh,
There
yeah,
you
we
go.
got the timer piece up.
God damn. Hey, I'm gonna go take a leak before you fucking start
it's like a
freaking
minute
out.
without the drink.
Yeah,
That's what you gotta
that's
get
like
to.
that's the whole thing, like a
Okay.
minute to
Show the
10
tongue,
minute.
show the tongue.
Okay.
Let him finish shooting.
That's like show the tongue, man.
Gotta show everything you eating too.
I
Damn,
just
bro.
know because even habanero, you know when like you eat certain habaneros and it just
Yeah, habanero was
like
fire.
like you know when you,
Oh, that's just crazy.
you know you do that coffee,
You know
it
what?
tastes like the
You
dust.
handled it a lot
That's
better
like
than
the-
I thought you would. I'm not gonna lie. So
Yeah, but it gets hotter.
Well, yeah.
Right, like builds up, right?
Oh yes, see, I would have never burnt, bro.
Oh.
He burns to burn.
Yep, there it is.
we're good. Get that shit out there.
Andy's in there.
Is it like 5 minutes before you can drink something? Is
It's
it
a
like
minute.
challenge?
It's a minute.
When you say 10
or
minutes,
5.
I think it's 1 minute to 10 minutes.
Once an hour.
It's 1 hour. It's 1 hour.
You're
Yeah, this
invincible.
one, bro, you hit the minute mark. Fuck that, bro. That's
Hey,
Chugging.
hey, man, yo, get it right, 90 and bad, yo. Hey,
He
yo.
did it.
He's going through it, bro. But hey, bro, you hit the minute mark.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hey, so I guess it's a good thing we decided not to do this before.
Legit.
huh?
Thank God he's the only
Yeah.
one that can handle the hottest shit. I could not.
Oh shit.
Hell yeah, David.
Hell yeah, let's get it.
Yeah,
Bro.
better man
that's
than
why
me, bro.
Let's get it. Let's get
You
it.
can put that shit. No.
Legit.
Better man than me, bro.
Hey, you
'cause
gotta
I
hold
would've-
this shit. Hey.
Yo, I don't even know if I can.
Yo, your whole voice changed. You're all giddy.
Bro is going through it right now,
Oh
bro.
my god.
Hey, you guys see me?
Yo! This shit's fucking white work.
Oh god.
Let's get it, yo.
Oh,
yeah,
man's
bro.
going through it, bro.
Hell yeah,
That was a
David.
good pod. That was a good pod.
Andy's over there
Thank you,
hiding
guys.
like he's about to transform or something.
Legit, legit,
Anderson's so intrigued right now.
I know.
legit.
Only seen something like this once before, and they ate Carolina Reaper pepper, just the pepper though.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck that, man.
Hey, don't trip. We got you on milk, my boy. Once we go to a 7-Eleven.
You good?
Yeah.
We'll keep you guys updated.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
This is Hoser.
Crisis mode.
Legit.
Logging out. Shout out to Steven. Shout out to David.
Legit.
Diego.
Hey, if you guys want to share
Shout out to Butter Park Martial Arts.
It's on
Legit.
YouTube.
Yeah, no, if we
It
get
should
the
be
rest
out
of you
with
guys.
Shit
socials.
sucks!
Diego, you
Shout out to
as well.
Fighters Rep.
Can we get your socials as well? All you guys. Yeah,
Social media.
yeah, for your page.
Shout out the ringer. The ringer 2 hours.
For sure.
Instagram, that's it.
How do you as well, bro?
How do you see car MMA?
Yeah.
My Instagram, catch me there.
Legit?
Oh, what the
You
fuck?
can
We
find
didn't
me
get
at Steve
popsicles.
the Ripper.
Shut up.
You can find me at
Death Dealer 125 over here. That's the boy.
Oh, yeah.
Steve the Ripper. .135 on Instagram.
Whoa!
Follow that guy.
He's gonna need all that. He's gonna need all
Death
that.
dealer
Death dealer.
underscore 125. Fuck my life.
That last part's not included, but
Yeah.
Shout out with the different angles.
Yeah, we out here.
real professional with it today.
Professionals with it.
Shout out to Andy,
Shout out
as
Andy.
always. Thank
As
you.
always, you funny.
Thank y'all.
This
Shout out
Jose.
to y'all. Appreciate y'all.
First episode.
Juma.
We out.
Yeah, shit
Sign it.
sucks, but
Thank
you know
you.
it's going away now. So
Honestly, dude, like I said, I'm still
Let's
surprised. of what
Fucking David.
you handled it like
yeah,
Yeah, bro.
I thought I was
Yeah.
gonna see some crazy shit happen.
I'm glad I was able to do these.
Try till we making it out. Hey, look, go around the town, up in my way, up my shit. Niggas be making a sound. Niggas don't wish where I'm from. Cry till we making it out.